Okay, this video is going to answer one of the biggest questions that I get on a consistent basis. How do I still win matches if my supports won't heal me? So in this video, what I want to do is go through and let's look at some of the heroes that I think you should play if you feel like you're not getting enough healing. And at the same time, we're going to look at a few things that I think will counter Ramattra when he finally releases. And speaking of new releases, Ramattra just got a brand new Overwatch comic that you can view on the overwatch.com website. I put the link in the description so you guys can check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But alright, let's dive in. So if you're not getting healing from your teammates, if your supports aren't doing their job and you feel like you're not getting enough healing, you need to play heroes with sustainability. And the way I see it, there's not too many of these heroes. Obviously, all the supports are out of the way because those are support characters, they all get healing over time, so let's look at tank and damage specifically. Let's start with tank because there is truly only one hero that you can play in this category that has very high sustainability, and that's Roadhog. And as most of you already know, Roadhog's main ability is to heal himself for a large portion of health while taking less incoming damage. So if the supports aren't giving you enough healing, you have to play Roadhog in a way where you can sustain yourself, where you can keep yourself alive. You have to switch up your playstyle because in your mind, you're not playing with your supports anymore. They're not giving you much anyway. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but you really don't know at the end of the day. You need to be playing the game with a mindset of it's only you who can keep you alive. Because remember, we're already at a point here where you can't rely on your teammates, or at least your supports. They're not giving you enough healing, so why still think that way? Don't think of the game or the match that you're playing with the supports in mind. And I'm not saying don't protect your supports as a tank, just don't rely on them for any extra benefit. And with that said, let's move on to the 4 heroes that are in the damage category that fit this criteria: Mei, Reaper, Soldier, and Sombra. Let's start with Soldier. He obviously can heal himself with his biotic field and heal his teammates around him, so essentially, Soldier can act as a mini support. If you take care of yourself properly, you can use this efficiently and stay alive longer. And if other members of your team also aren't receiving healing, you can do this to help them out as well. And don't forget, it's not specifically about your abilities at this point, it's about your playstyle. You have to switch up your playstyle, play your hero differently because you're not getting healing that you need. Now moving on to Reaper. Reaper literally heals himself from dealing damage. He's a very good character to play in a one-on-one situation. If you can pick enemies off, you're going to receive healing. It might not be enough to fully heal yourself, but it's going to keep you alive and let you play longer than if you couldn't do this and you weren't receiving healing in the first place. So my advice to you, if you're going to try and play Reaper, is to try and pick off characters one by one. Be a little more sneaky, get in their backline, only focus characters that are kind of away from the team so that if you get a kill, you either have time to go to a health pack or engage with another character that you think you can get enough health from when you attack. But let's move on to Sombra. Sombra cannot heal herself, but her main kit is focused around health packs in general. So if you can use them efficiently, teleport to them, hack them, use them when you need them, you're going to be able to stay alive for longer. And Sombra's playstyle pretty much already fits the format as if you don't get healing from your support. She jumps around, she gets in the back line, and even though she did get a big nerf, this is still a go-to hero if you have the ability to play her if you're not getting healing from your supports. Now let's talk about Mei, the big winner of this video and a hero that I think you should be playing right now and at the beginning of Season 2. Mei is the most survivable damage hero that you can pick. Her one ability alone makes her invincible, replenishes her ammo, and heals her all at the same time. So in my eyes, there isn't another hero that you should be picking besides Mei in a situation like this. Mei essentially is a damage support hero. All of her abilities together are focused around survivability, protecting herself, and protecting the team. And to top it off, if you're not very good at aiming yet, whether you're playing on console or PC, Mei's primary fire does not revolve around having extreme accuracy. So this is truly the #1 hero for everyone to play. And Mei's playstyle makes her extremely effective in one-on-one battles, even up against entire tanks. She might not be able to kill every hero that you go up against by yourself, but she can definitely keep them at bay, wall them off, and survive for a very long time. And speaking of tanks, let's talk about Ramattra for just a second. This is the brand new hero that is releasing with Season 2 of Overwatch, and I want to tell you guys that I believe Mei is going to hard counter Ramattra. If we take a look at Ramattra's block ability from the trailer, you can see that he puts his arms up, he blocks incoming damage while he's vulnerable from behind, but at the same time, using this ability also slows himself down, which means if you add Mei into the mix, she's going to be able to slow down Ramattra even more. And of course, this hasn't been playtested yet because Ramattra hasn't officially released, but this does make sense, and it is something that I think is going to be a huge counter to Ramattra, so just keep that in the back of your mind until we can officially actually test it out. And that about wraps it up, everyone. I hope that this advice helps you, and I hope that you're able to survive a little longer if you're in a crappy match where you can't get healing from your supports. And for those of you that have watched this far into the video, if you have any tips or tricks for other players that are gonna come across this video, put it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our Discord if you're looking for new people to play with. The link's in the description. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch you on the next one. Flash out.